Today, the Muslim population in Australia, according to the latest ABS census, is about 2.6 of the population. That comes roughly to about 600,000, just over 600,000 Muslims. Obviously, they're very, very diverse. There is no homogeneity to the Muslim population. We have many communities of Muslims in Australia. Ramadan brings them together also, because it's during the month of Ramadan that many Muslims reconnect with religiosity, so to speak, even for those who are not very religious and they do not actually perform the daily prayers. In Ramadan, it's a point in time when they come together. ADI plays a very important role, both academically, but also in terms of what we call interfaith and intercultural activities and dialogue. And what the research we conduct here shows, in many ways, is that there's absolutely nothing out of the ordinary about religious Muslims. They go on their daily lives as every single other Australian of other faith backgrounds, linguistic backgrounds, ethnic backgrounds would go. So there's a sense of normalcy in their lives, which is not really captured by the headlines that you see in some media outlets.
My current research or study on Muslim female students in higher education was motivated by previous research on migrant Muslim mothers, in particular in relation to their involvement in children's education. Preliminary analysis suggests that pursuit of higher education is a key to girls' success and economic independence. The young women I interviewed have concerns over Islamophobia and gender and racial discrimination that may curtail their job opportunities in the future. Understanding cultural and religious differences is a very important step in making the world a better and more unified place to live in.
Ramadan in Australia is very, I would say, colorful in the sense that this is a multicultural society and it's been always treating Muslims to a great extent friendly. When it comes to my research in Shepparton, actually Shepparton has been a very good example of a regional city that's been multicultural. You could say that there is no Islamophobia there. The Muslim existence there, it goes back to almost 100 years ago. Shepparton is a good example that Muslims from all backgrounds come together, they talk to each other, they go to each other's mosques and so on. And also with the wider community, they've been well received as entrepreneurs, as members of society, as mayors, politicians, students, housewives and so on. So it's a very good example of multicultural atmosphere, multicultural relations in a regional city in Australia.
There is a certain Islamophobic, let's say, narrative about Ramadan, is that Muslims are crazy people who starve themselves for no reason. My PhD research focuses on examining how Muslim community organizations in Australia mobilize and engage as they respond to Islamophobia and explore the possible barriers to their actions and strategies. The Muslim community organizations utilize Ramadan as a venue for them to reach out to the non-Muslim community directly. Muslim community organizations in the West in general and in Australia specifically invites non-Muslims to their iftar dinners. They share food, they have a good conversation. So through their interactions and through hospitality and authentic food, they break these barriers. In Ramadan, there is a sense of a unified community, and everyone does an extra effort to reach out to others, family, community, and especially those who are in need of help.